we're gonna go through. We're gonna do it, and this is nice. We're in podcast mode. Like, I kind of wanted to make a video just kind of talking about all the roster changes, but I don't have to now because
You just
I got it
clip
here.
this.
Yeah, easy, guys. I think.
Do you
know what?
You've been cut off. They were like, Brandon's doing a podcast. Turn him off. Get the
no
game
one wants
going.
to hear that. No one cares.
Start game now.
And we've started it. NAVI Javelins starting on the T side. Their map pick after they go down to Fearless and Furious, I guess, Cheetahs, Vertigo. CT side, dual Berettas up close, shoot. Waiting patiently, gets the contact and backs off. But it's Lena that draws first blood onto Vilga, a promising and good scalp to take.
Yeah, it's a massive kill to be finding. Taddy gonna get contact, and now they're spotted 2 players into Donut. Well, make that 1, actually. But Lena is dealt with. Taddy, great flash. Isolates vicu for a fight, but now she's the one that's being run down. Hanka doesn't even give her a chance to fire back. Letty with a follow-up kill, and Angelica with a final frag. It's a team ace from Navi.
Really well handled by Navi, because there's so many things that could have gone wrong there. The fact that the Donut player could have stayed alive for so long, which meant that Krazy could rotate out a cave and split on towards mid. Navi Javelins are aware of that. They account for it, and they send everyone in towards Donut. It's a real team effort. Obviously reflected by that team ace as well, but the fact that they are all on the same page gets them that pistol. It gets them off to a much better start. A full eco out of the Cheetahs as well. USP is about to try and cause some mayhem towards A main.
This could get a little scary. The bomb is with Letty over here. So yeah, she calls Hanka back to support. She runs back and they just set up a little bit of a crossfire. Hanka runs straight into them. Uh-oh. That's
the bomb.
That's the bomb. You've given a rifle over. You can't lose the pistols again. That was both rifles as well. It's the Mac 10s that are left remaining.
Look,
it's okay as long as they keep all 3 alive.
Krazy can't get the rifle and Shoe's low. So it's all okay. And they pick up the kills with the SMGs. No need to panic. Sweat wiped straight off the brow for Navi Javelins.
Did you just literally do that? Because you kind of like faded away in the microphone for a second?
Yeah, I do it. I do like to do that when I'm casting. I just kind of I think it helps me remember what I'm going to say as well if I actually do the actions. You know, bar like jumping up and down. I'm not going to do that. Maybe later. Guns are here, though. Bit of a bonus still for Javelins. They're fighting in towards mid. Lena, full blind. No one is coming through that cave smoke, though, thankfully. And because of the red smoke, because of the donut smoke, they got space. Krazy has pushed down. And vicu's been caught in the smoke. Angelica needs to hit this trade, needs to find the mark, but Krazy evacuates.
Yeah, great little kill getting away. It is a 4-on-5.
Look at Donut, though.
Oh, yeah, Donut is so open right now. With the coach's names kind of bugging the HUD for a moment. We'll get that one flip sorted. Don't worry, guys. Lena gets the entry into the side. There's Victoria swinging in from Brokey, but traded by Letty at long range. It's given them the space into the site. The bomb to be planted. And a fairly strong post-fighter. A re-smoke can come on through from Hanka as well. That's going to remove CT as an option. It's planted for Letty, who even picks up a Molotov.
This can't happen unless Navi give the fight. Flashbangs.
Nice flashes.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Is there a kit? I'm not quite certain. Yeah, there is. Vilga's just picked one up off the floor. Okay, now it starts to get dangerous. A fake on the bomb. That brings out Angelica, and now it is just left all on towards Letty. A swing and a miss. Doesn't deny the bomb. Vilga's able to defuse it. Navi Javelins. They completely give it away in the 3-on-3.
Yeah, that got a little bit funky, didn't it? Yeah, it felt like the post plant was going to be strong. The Molotov was there. I don't think she had a specific lineup for the spot it was planted, so she had to swing, and it didn't quite land there. And obviously losing the other 2 players on site kind of threw the whole thing out. Angelica felt like she had to force the issue, and she was smoked off, which led to her demise. So Fearless Cheetahs, a successful retake on the first rifle round.
A good one. And it felt like, again, it was NAVI Javelins making these little mistakes. So you got to give full credit, though, to Fearless Cheetahs because they are making these mistakes happen in the first place. a tap on the bomb, it draws the contact out of A main, but I feel like it should be the donut player that takes that contact there. Even though the A main player is stuck behind a smoke in Angelica, she can still wait. Because the bomb was planted so open to the point where it doesn't get denied either way. Letty could have confirmed whether there was someone on the bomb, and that's where Angelica can start to push through. It's these little tiny micro mistakes that are going to cost NAVI Javelins here. And it's something that I don't normally associate with them unless they are playing against Vilga. Maybe it's just a mental, one of these like psychological things as well. Vilga in the server.
It's in their heads rent-free, isn't she?
Really is.
I mean, she would be, right? This is the IGL that's denied you trophy after trophy after trophy. You think how many grand finals Navi has been in against this team? Or, sorry, against this IGL. And lost. Every single one last year.
Yeah. 3 of them. 2 of them. All of them. Yeah, it was 3. It was Catabator as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Never do maths on broadcast. That is #1 lesson.
There's a few things you shouldn't do on broadcast.
True.
Maths. They want to be someone that does maths. Fast forward into the site. Angelica leading the charge. And good spray through the smoke. Just catches Taddy on the corner. This force buy back in is, well, it's not even a force buy. It's a half buy back in. It's pistols and a hero rifle. And that hero rifle is on Angelica, who we mentioned needed to step up, and she's done it in this round. It's not going to deter them from the retake, though. And it's a difficult post-buy, and that smoke is going to isolate so many players. Going to have to regroup. They realize Lena's going to run around, come towards lane. Vilga's going on 4. There's a smoke up in the middle of nowhere. They would have loved that one on towards the ramp, but Vilga's sticking the bomb. Angelica can't find the kill, gets the one on the shoe, but the bomb's being defused the whole damn time. Hanker and Lena can't get anything done. It's a successful retake.
Yeah, there's so much utility there for Fearless Cheetahs to work with. Nice from Lena, because she's so audible about leaving Cave and going over, ironically, towards Cheetah to deal with Victoria. But it leaves Letty in a position where she has to push the smoke. She needs to kind of be that player to deny the bomb. It's unfortunate for Angelica that she is really in a one-and-done spot. She's put herself in a position on ramp where it'd be a miracle if she gets more than 1 kill there because of how trapped she is feeling and kind of where she is positionally compared to the rest of their team. But that was just a bonus, and it looked quite close, which is a promising sign for the Javelins. They really want to exploit Donut. Again, another round in which they are thinking about pressing the issue. Good counter incendiary. Leaves Hanker vulnerable, and she needs to fall back.
Gets a kill though, and Shu using this moment to come forward, but Hanker found 2 in towards red. Alina comes over the ledge. This has started swimmingly, but they have to get past Victoria. Posted at the back box with the AWP. She's found her first mark. Getting flushed out by the utility. This fight towards red might be the key moment. Crassie's walked on forward, and Hanker gets in the back lines. This has caused Lena to evacuate. She knows she's got the rotations locked in.
They might know about red room though. With this positioning from Lena, Krasny Victoria might be aware, which is why they've both reset. They're holding Donut just in case there's an elbow push, but also if there is a chance to go for a retake, they will go through. Victoria's now gutting out red as well, but only gives it a cursory glance. They will avoid Lena in the meantime, but Lena can now come up from the top of red and potentially have a little bit of a peek. vicu on the contact. Victoria can't connect the shot.
Kind of tricky retake. Victoria doesn't even have armor, so this is really crassy. Smoke is perfect. Lena has a Molotov, and she's going to hear them running on up. Victoria's just the target dummy. A distraction. And it works for the first kill, but vicu tucked into the corner, unknown. Even gets the AWP at the end.
Really well done from vicu. Just the fact that she feels so confident in her teammate that she actually lets the pistol just run past, because it really does feel like a fake out. Like there is another player there just waiting patiently to strike. And there was, but it was vicu. She was the player undoing everything Fearless Cheetahs wanted to throw at her. And the money is battered and bruised now for this CT side. MP9's pistols again once become familiarized with this CT side, a push in towards cave. Angelica might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed in the corner, but the counter utility from NAVI is absolutely fantastic.
Great call. Angelica hears them running through, calls the flash from Lena to support, and it couldn't have been better timed. This force buy from the Cheetahs is falling flat as Lena charges into the site. It's Shu who's in towards Red Room, about to be flanked by Hanker as well, so this one only losing the one player. Ideal for NAVI.
It's not just the first flash, it's the second one as well, which is put in as a countermeasure. And you can tell that has been really worked offline and really limit tested by NAVI Javelins. Lena throws that first one, then there's one that goes B ramp as well, and that prevents Fearless Cheetahs from even wanting to split upon Angelica and the rest of the squad that were stuck and subjected towards the B doors.
It's a fun variation of kind of the mid pop. So a flashbang's being set up, and as soon as contact comes through, it goes over the top. You get 3 swinging from Donut, and then Victoria will jump out through the red room. Unfortunately, they're not hearing anything mid, and there is literally no one mid, so we're not really going to see it into play. Hanker might get a fight. Flashbang didn't support, but the kill was still found, so rifle can be saved on over.
There is that flash. However, Angelica dodges it. Lena is full blind and a little bit overwhelmed, but is able to pick up the pieces. So one casualty here is fantastic for NAVI Javelins as well. It's always kind of felt like at times, especially on Vertigo, that the money was never really there. So also just having a confident round against the pistol, something that plagued you in the previous. It's a nice feeling. And once again, if a formidable foe in Fearless Cheetahs is being put to rest early, NAVI Javelins have once again assembled this lead. It's now all about just keeping on top of it, and this round management has got to be more precise than it was.
Cassie will get to save at the very least. Yeah, NAVI keeping 4 alive 2 rounds in a row is very good. I mean, they had a great start to the T side on Vertigo. They couldn't quite get together on the CT side, so we're something to keep in mind as this progresses. First time out comes through for the CTs. Once again, they have all the guns out. I wonder if Victoria will go for that naked AWP again. She's prioritized it a lot. She always kind of has been that player that will get an AWP out without armor if the possibility is there.
She's got it. Now the question is, how dynamic is she going to be? Where is she going to start? Because we're even with no armor, Victoria is one of these players that will still go for fights, but it will really interest me if she actually goes towards A, she just locks herself on one line, and then that frees up the riflers to be a little bit more flexible. The answer is no. She will start mid, at least temporarily. Dropping util. Fearless Cheetahs really want control of mid, and they've got it for now.
Hanker's going to charge on through the back of the flashbangs, but they don't quite deal with Taddy. The spray is awkward, oh dear, but it is eventually found. Letty forcing the issue through. Victoria is just going to be a turret over towards A.
Yeah.
Which means it's essentially a 2-on-3, unless she does start to move.
Yeah, this is what I thought that she would do. I think in the 9 Pandas days, she'd be more than willing to kind of go and kind of have that impact, but they're using her much more as a late round kind of closer. Lena holding for the push, but gets overwhelmed. Krasi, again, hot fire form, finds that headshot, makes it a player advantage now for Fearless Cheetahs, and Victoria can now feel a little bit more comfortable. She'll go back to A, she'll lock it down, and where have NAVI been prioritizing a lot in the mid round? Donut. So by her just staying here, she's completely safe. She's locking off one area of the map. If they go for a plant, they're still going to be in a great position to retake.
Plant will come through at least. There's no way to deny this at the moment, so they will be able to get the bomb down. Oh, actually, maybe there is a way to deny it. The HE goes forward, but doesn't blow the smoke, so they do have to respect it. And a re-smoke to CT is actually quite painful. The issue is there's no way to block off Donut, and you've got vicu who can post up with the AWP. She's going to be holding for this drop down, and she holds for Victoria. A second player does cross by. Victoria gets over and somehow finds a smoke. That could not be more convenient. vicu can blow this, though. She's getting ready to maybe throw it forward and take it off. And nice shot through. Just the leg, though. Misses the opportunity. Swaps to the AK and needs to find Vilga. The shots are hitting, but it's not finding the kill. She runs out of bullets. The orb comes out, and it's a missed shot. Time, though. Time is enough. And it's off the back of that Na'Vi win.
I cannot believe that. The split second, the grenade blowing open that smoke gets Vilga off the bomb in the first instance. And when she puts herself back on it, that is when NAVI Javelins are able to win that round. But the post plants have looked really troublesome for NAVI Javelins. Vilga found a smoke off the floor. Still was difficult to try and throw in towards Donut because she was coming from that temple side. Had to dodge these AWP bullets. Just about managed it, but ultimately wasn't able to convert. So Na'Vi hold on.
A little bit of a spooky one. Oh, nice shot from Victoria. Finds one kill. Remember, there are these 2 rifles in play. Shugo's actually bought a hero rifle. So it's made this round a lot more deadly around these 2 pistols, and going 1 for 1 with the 5.7 is ideal.
It's good space as well, but look at how defensive the Javelins are being. They know that you're going to peek into them. There's a really nice angle there from Lena. There's a slight gap where you can see in between the 2 doors for players crossing and getting up close. So she deals with both. Having a great second map as well as Lena. Very important for the Javelins that it isn't just a single element raining down destruction. Everyone's got to harmonize and be on the same page, and that certainly feels like it now. This T side has always been strong for NAVI Javelins, and they set to continue to set that as a precedent heading into Season 5.
Yeah, another very clean round as well. I mean, it's just that first kill in towards a main that they lose. But it's okay for the Cheetahs, which is, you know, they've kept these 2 rifles. Shu keeping the hero rifle is critical as well because they'll be able to buy very comfortably around it. But it is going to be Na'Vi at least guaranteeing a lead at the half. Potential to extend it further with the way that they've been playing this so far.
It did end 2-0 as well. Bigger Keeper 1 out. And whilst it looked even at the start, that ended 13-6 in favour of Bigger Keeper. So they 2-0 Astralis.
An expected result, but good from Astralis, a few of the individuals stepping up along the way. But early stages for them. It was a tough run through the qualifier for them as well. For a moment, like they wouldn't quite make it through. So I'm very glad they did get here. And Big Keeper, as you mentioned, one of the favourites in that group.
Tati. Oh, faked out nearly by a nade that flew over that wasn't a flashbang, but she's able just to hold strong. Krasi, however, can't. So that is the bomb site overwhelmed. It's still a 4-on-2. It's important that Vilga doesn't fall, and she won't. Shu's there as the backup plan. And now vicu would need to clutch up.
Has to be insane, though. 1 versus 4. She finds a site gap, but Vilga is holding for it. So they might get the bomb down, but that's all they're going to receive in this round. A great hold from Fearless Cheetahs, not allowing Na'Vi to get into any sort of powerful post plant, and a bit of an unlucky death into a short from the spam, but Shu covering all bases.
He's in a position as well where if Fearless Cheetahs win this one, and they're in a decent position to do it because they've got the full buy, then the money, it'd be okay for NAVI Javelins. They'll be able to get an investment, but you also the conversation piece of making it 7-5, giving yourself something to work with. It was the T side that was exceptional on Vertigo, and now I'm really excited to kind of see every single T side on every map for Fearless Cheetahs. I feel like that is where they're going to do the most damage. And well, speaking of damage,
great combo. KT slows it down. The flames eat her alive.
Oh, what a nade!
Back the other way.
This round's explosive. Already kicking off just with a lot of spam, a lot of utility damage, resulting in nearly 2 casualties.
Around Hanka, she's in towards the red room. Her flash is perfect. Taddy can't even respond. She's full blind for like 3 seconds there. Great kill to find for NAVI, and you can see that smoke as well, just causing so many issues for them, and that's going to give NAVI plenty of room to work with.
Yeah, but I would have expected vicu to get a little bit more aggressive on this. I feel like they could definitely just walk through cave, but there was a smoke there that was put down. So the timing of Hanka is a little bit unfortunate, because where she takes the kill, she then feels like she has to smoke, and then at that point it'd be vicu that clears and takes the cave space off the back of the rotations from the Fearless Cheetahs. However, now you're kind of stuck in Jaguar, and now you're really hoping that Fearless Cheetahs go searching, and they find you, but you win the gunfights. This is now got really concerning, especially for Krasi, because she's on her own.
She's low, so she can't even try and face forward. Gets pincered into short, and Angelica is ready for her. That was cool. They set up that Molotov to force her into a bit of an engagement, and vicu peeks straight onto Vilga. No one can get set up for this retake. Victoria can't even give it a look in. NAVI just pouncing on them at every single angle.
Yeah, timing actually worked out quite well there, because you never really know when there's mid pushes from CT sides, whether they're going to just re-walk and clear donut, whether they're going to push the issue in towards elbow. And they were a little bit uncertain themselves. Victoria really hoping she could hold on to this AWP swing. Oh, but not connecting. Angelica's up close as well, will deny. NAVI Javelins give Fearless Cheetahs another clothesline. 8 rounds collected, and they are looking locked in.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit more confident than Vertigo, and I guess that was our expectation coming into this, with it being their map pick. See this sick kill. That flashbang from Letty was pristine. At least Victoria does get to hold on to the AWP. Drop a rifle over to a teammate.
What a great round to call as well. You've not shown anything towards A, pretty much all half early, and now you're going for a full execute. Good shot from Victoria. That one actually drops the bomb as she follows up on towards Lena as well. Finally, the Flames will come forward for the Javelins, but they are wounded.
Yeah, great round to call, but then the actual execute is not ideal. Victoria, yeah, 1, that's pretty cool. Should never, ever have been able to get a second kill. So now, Fearless Cheetahs have the advantage in the retake. Good HE and a good follow-up kill. Okay, that advantage is gone. And now they know Vilga's in towards the donut as well. Smoke's actually going to give a bit of room to the T's to even work around. There's so many smokes on the site right now, and Krasi capitalizes on the chaos. A flash forward to continue fighting. Hanka is sitting around the corner as well. Might not be anticipated. Angelica, what a shot! And Hanka, now she strikes behind the side boxes. Victoria, how's she going to find her? Not at all. NAVI with 9 at the half. Absolute dominance.
You gotta know that you are the one who is stopping you. You gotta be fast and gotta be strong and take all the growth that is hurting you. It's only a matter of time before you're in the right place and you get your chance. So I don't need all of that attitude. You have got nothing but brightness in life in front of you. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. knock off the act, are you wondering if I'll ever fall or start tumbling? No matter the weather, I'm thunder and lightning. The darkest of clouds ain't stopping me from bringing it all onto you and turning you around to face the truth. It's gotta be hard to be so good, but it's only your lies that are good to you. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. It's only a matter of time before you get your chance. Don't need all that attitude, you only got life in front of you. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me. You take what you want, but you never take me.
I start a fire, strike a match. In all this light you see just who I am. See my raging flames take over land. Don't try to put it out, 'cause you can. Come and try to push me out, raise up like a phoenix above. There's no doubt in my heart. I have been in my own way, so I make it to glorious light. Tomorrow we will rise.
9-3 is a very dominant score line, and it's very different to what we saw from NAVI Javelins on Vertigo. Now for Fearless Cheetahs, it's about getting this pistol. It's about now just getting some rounds and feeling comfortable. We know this is a team that can grow into a game, but will NAVI Javelins even allow it?
That's the question. Fearless Cheetahs out the gate going to A, and that means Letty is completely isolated. Smoke is dropped. Now, if they don't respect it, she's in danger. Oh, Hanker, though, pushed all the way through mid and took out Taddy. That was the utility thrower.
That's brutal. And now you're worried about where Hanker has got to. In fact, she's just retreated. But she isn't on island. She's completely isolated. It's vicu. She takes one shot, falls back.
But the thing is, they spotted a player throwing a smoke outside of A, and that's just enabled Angelica to push all the way through. They know that it was a setup to go A.
Yeah, but it depends, because you can still reset and go elbow here if you're Fearless Cheetahs, but you might just be feeling so uncomfortable. And you know the one confirmed info is that vicu is in Donut. They want to swarm. They want to try and kill her. vicu needs to do something incredible, and she does manage it. And now the rest of the Javelins all completely constrict and restrict any options Fearless Cheetahs had. It's a double digits when it comes to NAVI Javelins, and it's a double up when it comes to the pistols on Ancient.
Yeah, both pistols has a devastating effect on the Cheetahs. No bomb plant either, so Navi, they are looking like a whole different beast here on their map pick. That's a really cool little push from Hanker at the start as well. When you're not hearing anything, not spotting anything, there's no fast play up B, there's no presence in lane, there's nothing in mid. Yeah, you gotta get a little bit inquisitive.
That's fast from Victoria. She's just on the site, and now she's gone. It's just Glocks. Bilger hoping that that was enough chaos to get the bomb plant down. Letty gets dinked, but it's only by a Glock, so her task remains a lot more simpler. That was clean. That was everyone staying alive, and this is now Navi just kind of entering flow state.
Everyone's still alive, 4 kills in the MP9s as well. Ideal. Bomb plant would have been loved by Fearless Cheetahs, but they'll still manage a good buy into this one. It'll be superior with all the rifles against now 3 MP9s. So Navi, let's see what they could do with these, where they'll try and maybe take some aggressive control somewhere on the map, potentially. Definitely going to be fighting mid at the very least.
Very simple, and you're just trying to enable the MP9s to be in all these nuisance angles for Fearless Cheetahs to try and clear. In the meantime, because you've got that much space off of vicu, Hanker can re-smoke. She's here with Lena, and there's very limited utility off Fearless Cheetahs. They haven't put the bomb down. in any of these rounds, which means that they had to make a decision to sacrifice a few weapons or sacrifice the cost of utility. So these smokes are really going to hinder and hamper the progression. And it means that flashbangs need to come over, but they are valuable tools that Fearless Cheetahs need.
Like I said, opener, Taddy gets one Hanker's spray, a little wild, but she still finds her kill, but it's even. SHE does a lot of damage back in response. vicu's trying to slip into this gap that was made open, and she might be, oh, the timing, but it doesn't matter. vicu gets both of them. Felt like she had no right. That damage done by the HE is everything. Shu eventually finds that kill. She has half HP and 2 players to find.
And everything feels unsafe. Well, the only contact and the control you had was over towards B doors and a little bit at ledge. And that's where you just come from. She can win this fight, it'd be great. However, already spotted, nade in hand. She's trying to close the gap and does manage it. So now there's a pathway. Bomb can be planted, but still, Angelica could be in any single one of these angles, and she's closing the door. But Shu is tucked behind default and has a read on the situation. One bullet would do it to the head, but it's Angelica that strikes first. It's NAVI Javelins up to that point.
Decent attempt from Shu, right? The HE was spotted on the jiggle, still commits to the throw, able to find the kill, but she's brought down so low from all the engagement she has to take on the pathway there. A 1 versus 3 attempt, and it's put in that position because vicu finds a double with the MP9 in the corner, which is outrageous that she gets those 2 kills. But a great bomb plant at the very least, but they need rounds, not bomb plants.
Very true. But it's, I guess it's baby steps, right? They came without a bomb plant and didn't win the rounds. Now they got a bomb plant and they didn't win the rounds. So hopefully for them, they can keep winning the rounds because that's what they have to do. 9 in a row required from Fearless Cheetahs. See some of the highlights from the pistol. And something that's been a stark contrast to Vertigo has been the amount of team play that we're seeing out of NAVI Javelins, both on the T side and the CT side. It feels like where there's one member of NAVI Javelins, you always have to clear and be ready for a second one because they are really good, especially on Ancient, at just completely overwhelming their opponent.
Yeah, that's definitely been the story on both sides of the map. vicu's reposition, a good example of that. It's always, we're here at the 12-3 score line. When the momentum's all there, NAVI feel like they're in touching distance, that get a little techie-wacky. It happens.
There's no money either for AWPs for Victoria. She can't even glass cannon, which is something we saw in the first half. The prioritization of getting her on this weapon is quite high in the ranks, and that still remains a feature piece. Angelica is big chillin' right now. Like she's actually just loving life.
Yeah, just take a little quick moment to breathe, have a snooze, don't go completely to sleep. Not much else to do. She's still awake. It's all good.
And we're
All right,
fine.
wake up, Angelica. Action's happening.
Yeah, the AWP becomes a Galil for Victoria. Not much utility either. There's 3 flashbangs for the whole round for this T side, which doesn't fill me with the greatest amount of confidence, so I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, it's going to rely on some headshots. And again, it's an A setup at the immediate instance. Laddie spots on the jiggle. Flames are deployed. Comes out on over. Hasn't had anyone come over support just yet, and you know, this presence actually, if they just committed, would have been fine. But they're gonna reroute, and NAVI never budged.
They didn't need to. There was no pressure. You see that Krasi has even taken a much more passive line over towards B because obviously everyone else was over towards A. You get worried about it. This utility is redundant. vicu knows. There's no one here. The spam will confirm it. The flashbangs. are traded. And for Fearless Cheetahs, it's again no map control and you're going blindly into a bomb site.
At least that red smoke and tiny bit of pressure brought Hanker over for a second. But it is just a second. vicu's holding the line. And the X2 comes through. Everyone committing onto B, and Joker gets ahead of it, and it's all a bait for Lena. They go even, but Victoria is low. Extends forward. They actually missed their smoke in towards shot. I think it got caught on the Molotov that was thrown, so there's a massive gap there. It's picking off Cave instead. And Hanker just swings on through. Victoria gets that immediate trade, but that's the bomb plant denied, and she's caught with a nade in her hand. Shu, again, forced into a clutch. Time is not on her side. The reroute round long is perfect, and NAVI demolished the Fearless Cheetahs on each hit.
Yeah, I thought it would be pretty comprehensive when it came to the victory, but I did not expect the scoreline to be that one-sided from NAVI Javelins, and that is a statement. That is them putting their foot down and grabbing control right out of the hands of Fearless Cheetahs and just saying, look,